make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my floor's unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. This time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired. Cause I've been left behind, I had to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Here's Watson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Ready.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 middle. 6. Mega. Strike 2. Drill 3. Cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you'd have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So,
well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came around throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It takes a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Got it?
The Giants at 9-2 to start the play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Ready.
Second and
Hey,
11.
Cole Fury.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. From the 24, Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, pray.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On the double.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Come on, back.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Red, yellow, teal, black, red, cycle. Hurry, hurry.
Back to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ready,
They get it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
ready.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Here we go.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again.
Let's go now.
We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Here we
So
go.
they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Nerz. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before the game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few plays together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run
Here
free.
we go.
And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 41 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hurts. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one. I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen has been pretty sensational.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Football, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I feel like you and I can.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Okay, so that right. Will overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit.
Go.
Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Slide through. Go pick.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Drill 3.
Here's Barkley on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
3. Cut.
On play action, they'll throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. They wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before you could get to the marker.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beam that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you haven't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable here.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Ready, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 84 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches have a reliable running game. They breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Got it. Ready?
Here's Chubb on the read option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this is pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Watch out now. 50 series. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead later,
Here we go.
The effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. They'll look to throw again. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, shot. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit.
Told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit.